Okay.
We're getting further away.
That's just going to be the whole episode. Just like,
just going further and further.
Bye, guys. Just okay.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, good to see you. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Robbie. I'm doing great.
Yeah, so if you may notice here, we are in a new location. This is Kyle's new apartment located in scenic Medford, Massachusetts, and it's really nice. You got a nice window back here.
Oh yeah,
some
awesome.
stairs over there. No, it's really nice. Definitely an upgrade over his last place. But don't tell anybody I said that, even though you just heard it here. But yeah, it's really cool to be here, and we're very excited that we'll be able to talk sports on a couch from a new dwelling. Now. So,
there we go.
So for tonight's episode, what we wanted to do was something that I don't think we've actually really done an episode about. Like, maybe we've broached it bits and pieces here and there, but what we want to talk about is our first ever pro sports experience. What I mean by that is it could be the first ever pro sports game we remember going to, or just what the first time was that we remember going to something that was pro sports related. And so I guess I'll start, if that's okay with you.
All right.
Mine was, actually, I remember very well. It was back in 1998. I was 8 years old, so do the math. Unlike a certain shopkeeper in Washington, D.C., you know who you are. Anyway, sorry, inside joke. My sister would get that. But, so yeah, it was 1998, and it was actually, very fitting for people who know me. It was a Red Sox versus Yankees game. My first ever professional sporting event was a Red Sox versus Yankees game. Go
awesome.
figure. But yeah, I went with my dad, my uncle, my cousin, and my grandfather. And I remember we were sitting down the first base line, and unfortunately, the Red Sox lost to the Yankees that day, so it's kind of a bummer. It was weird because my cousin at that time, for some reason, was a Yankee fan. I don't know why, because he's not a Yankee fan anymore. But so I
didn't think you could flip back and forth between. I
don't remember. You know, we were 8 years old. You know, what did we know?
Right. Maybe he's just a classic contrarian. You know,
something. But But yeah, so the Red Sox lost to the Yankees, unfortunately, but it was still a lot of fun. I don't remember it that intimately. I just remember kind of, have pictures in my head of sort of being there. But we definitely have at my house pictures and stuff like that from that day and stuff like that. And that was really the start of my Red Sox fandom. Right there. I really liked baseball. Up until then, I had played t-ball and stuff like that. But to finally be able to go to a Red Sox game was really cool. And the rest is history. I've just been a lifelong Red Sox fan through the ups and downs and curses and championships and all that. So
that's how it goes, man.
Yeah, it's been
just
great.
like the Cubs. The Cubs will understand.
Yeah, Cubs fans are in the exact same boat. It really is true. Red Sox fans and Cubs fans, they have a lot of similarities, and both finally have exercised their demons, which is good over the past few years. So
there you go.
But yeah, so that's sort of my first pro sports experience. So now I'm gonna throw it over to Kyle, who I understand has sort of his is Red Sox related, but it's it's a different first pro sports experience. So why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, a little bit. So the first sporting event that I remember pro sporting event, I should say. So I had to think about it for a second because I'm like, huh. Because I didn't go to a whole lot when I was super young, but I think the first time, so my family went to Florida for just like a couple seasons, and they and during one of our trips, this was like I think maybe right around the same year actually as when you had your first sporting event there at that game.
Yeah.
We actually went to go see the Red Sox in spring training. And that was really cool. That was very different. I hadn't really seen anything like it, before.
Right.
I was familiar with baseball and like basketball and some of those other sports, and I played soccer, before then. But we had
Didn't we all at that age?
Here, trophies for everyone. Here you go. I was like, okay.
Soccer, second grade soccer.
Right.
Fun times. I don't know why, but I always want to play goalie, which just makes no sense to me looking back on it because just the thought of now of having a soccer ball kicked at me is like it's like what was I thinking? Apparently, I love playing goalie. I don't know why.
Well, soccer is not an easy sport. I'm not gonna lie.
Soccer is not an easy sport.
Just a sport where you basically have to use your feet the whole time to keep the ball moving. It's like.
Yeah.
I have no coordination.
You have to run for long periods of time.
Yeah, kind of like basketball, but even worse because the field's a lot bigger than a basketball court.
Basketball, like, there's many more, like, breaks and stops. Yeah. Like, soccer, just like you're running, like, down a long field for...
The playing field is way bigger than any basketball court, so it's like...
We're going to get all these comments about, why are you hating on soccer? Right. People are just going to be, sort of sending us emails and tweets. I can see it now.
Watching soccer is fun, I guess. Yeah. But, playing soccer, that's not my sport. That definitely not. No. Not in the cards.
Thank you.
But I respect anyone who can play. I will say that. So.
No question.
I
completely got off track there.
No, it's good. It's kind of fun to hear different perspectives.
Yeah.
Basically, it wasn't really anything too crazy because the thing is, at the time, I didn't really know many of the players, the Red Sox players. So it was right around I'd say 97, 98. And the one thing I really remember was there was one player. His name was Shane Mack, who I guess at the time was like a star player for the Sox. I'm not really sure, but he signed the blank baseball I had, so that was really cool. So
yeah, there you go.
Yep. And I remember like the first time I looked at it, and my parents were like, "Oh, it's Shane Mack." I was looking at the signature. I'm like, "Why did he write it like that?" I didn't really understand the whole concept of like cursive and signatures. I
still don't, but that's a whole different story.
It's an older form of writing that I guess, and they used to. I don't know if they still do it now, but at least when Robbie and I were in like probably second, third grade, that's when they really honed in on that. That was like a big part of our writing. That was like a big part of our curriculum, I think, for a lot of people.
I can't really write to begin with, so me trying to do cursive was an exercise in futility. Let's put it that way.
It's hard. It's an art. Writing cursive is just like you really got to have like a kind of a good skill for that.
I know. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. Other times we just have just gone off on tangents of soccer and writing, cursive writing.
There you go.
But so you saw the Red Sox in Florida. That was I've been down. I've made that trip down a couple times to see the Red Sox in spring training, including just this past March.
I was about to say, you made one like super recently.
Literally 3 months ago. Which was a lot of fun. But definitely different, sort of different first professional sports experiences. I think, I was trying to think back, just sort of going, sort of breaching the topic a little bit further here. I was sort of going back and trying to think of what my first ever sporting event experience was, just in general. And I'm pretty sure, I think and I could be mistaken because again it was a long time ago. I think when I was in first grade, my dad took me to a BC hockey game.
Okay.
I remember going to a BC hockey game. I guess I think it was Minnesota or something like that. And again, I don't remember what year it was. It could have. I don't know if it was before or after that first Red Sox game, but I remember. Again, it's like one of those things like you remember it vaguely, like you sort of get like little blips and pictures in your mind about it. So yeah, that was. I think that was my first ever like sporting event, like period. But
okay.
I can't be 100% sure on that. So, but yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, so long ago. It was I think that was the same thing. I remember. Oh, one of the first sporting events I think I went to was one of the other first, kind of like earlier, definitely similar elementary school kind of age was I think I went to it was like one of my friend's football games. I watched. It was just like a town. It was like
a youth town program type thing.
One of those what do you call them?
Pop Warner.
Pop Warner, kind of like that style. But it was it was for one of my friends, one of my older friends in Rhode Island. So I remember vaguely going to one of those, but that's about it. Maybe even I maybe even done the Providence. Oh, the Paw Sox. I went to the Paw Sox a couple times, I think. Once or twice when we were in Rhode Island. So,
I went to the Paw Sox back when I was in elementary school, I remember, because I did for a camp, a day camp overnight.
Yeah.
We went to a Paw Sox game. I went to a little Spinners game, too, with the Cub Scouts. That was kind of fun.
Oh, cool. The Spinners.
Yeah.
We, that's fun. That's a fun thing. Fun fact, when I was at my old job, this was at a different school. We actually had one time it was like a softball tournament. I guess with oh, thank you. We had it was like a softball. We had a softball tournament at the Spinners field. So that was a cool field. It was a lot of fun actually playing on it. It was really cool.
Cool. There you go.
So
again, it's like one of those things right. I remember I did it, but I don't remember much after that.
Yeah, that's okay.
But and what we want to know from you, the fan, what was your first pro sporting event experience, or it can even be sporting events in general.
Yeah.
Definitely drop
whatever you remember.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely drop us a comment. Facebook, Twitter, right here on YouTube. I mean, we want to hear from you. You are the fans, so we want to hear about your experiences. So. We're not really going to do a food review tonight because we already did the place that we did. We did China. We did China Sky again. If you can't already tell, we really like that place. So but we've already reviewed it, so we don't need to review it again. Do you have any sports video games reviews that you can give us? Anything?
I feel like I do somewhere.
Sorry, no, I just...
You know what? Nah, just because I've been doing a lot of moving, so I haven't gotten the chance to play as many video games.
That's fine.
So just, But, so,
Oh, you know what a cool episode would be sometime?
What?
Is you and I playing a sports video game against each other.
Oh, yeah. I would be down for making that, the next episode.
Yeah. You and I are playing a video... Yeah, you and I playing a video game against each other and just seeing filming how it goes.
Filming sort of the B-roll there. You know what we could do? I think we could set up two cameras. One a phone camera. We could put
phone camera two different angles. Yeah, one facing us.
I'm thinking. You know what we could do? I had this idea because I'm thinking okay, it's gonna be those those kind of more those professional gaming channels. Do you remember that? Remember that React kind of video we did where we reacted to our very first episode?
Yeah,
we could do that with but we could have the game footage on the big screen, and we can have ourselves kind of in the little corner of the screen there. Right. So
yeah. We'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
Otherwise, we're just brainstorming here as we're recording an episode.
I feel like we're Marvel. We're just kind of teasing the next episode at this point.
Exactly.
We might as well just throw this in the end credits.
Leaving you with the hook,
right? We might as well just have end credit scenes now, where we just tease future episodes of On a Couch. Oh, by the way, On a Walk is happening.
Next time on A Couch Talking Sports. All right, so but yeah, look out for that. Definitely going to be coming somewhere soon down the pike. I don't mean the Mass Pike.
Yeah.
But, so, that's going to do it for this week's edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, he's Kyle. I'm Robbie. Thanks for joining us from this new couch here. And until next time, we'll see you next time. Yeah, that made no sense. But anyway, bye, everybody.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I'm
We
ready.
got good lighting, so
I think we're in good shape.
let's do it.
I like just the window in the back.
Oh yeah,
The
sorry, the window.
Yeah, that's our most unique backdrop ever.
I know, right? Seriously, it's
All right.
like very very artsy. I think super
You ready?
artsy.
Boom.
Boom, let's do it.
There we go.